much for having me. Yeah, I have you. I'm sorry. I'm in the car. Thank you, Lydia, for
No, you
having
pulled
me.
over on the side of the road. How are you feeling, and how did you find out the news?
So, feeling I'm still in a state of shock. The first thing I saw actually was your reaction with former Governor Blagojevich, and what a kind man. And I've never met Governor Blagojevich, and he made me feel at peace with everything that I thought I would have to face and all the questions. Look, it's just hard to explain, but I do want to say how I found out was so crazy. I was sitting in a cafeteria area where we do our computers so we can email our families. And all of a sudden, everybody was watching the news, and they started screaming and like, "Oh, you're going home." And I'm like, "Stop playing around." And they all went nuts. And I learned through the news, and I called my family, and I spoke to my partner, Matt, who said, "I just spoke to the president. It's over. You're coming home." And it was an emotional moment. But the beautiful thing about it for me is, and when Governor Blagojevich says that, I had just had Catholic confession and taken communion on Thursday with a visiting priest who visits us and does mass for us every Thursday. And it felt so good. I woke up on Friday feeling good. Like, you know what? It put me at peace in a very odd way. And then just that same evening, the very next day after that, I'm a free man. And wow, I gotta say, it's President Trump is really one hell of an incredible man, but and so gracious. And having the conversation with him yesterday was absolutely a privilege and honor. And I lose words to express how I truly felt.
You gave me goosebumps. You're giving me goosebumps because you do feel like there is some sort of divine intervention. As you were in confession, that forgiveness aspect, and for asking for the forgiveness. It's for you. It's not for God. And the fact that you had President Trump intervene. What was your conversation like with the president?
Look, obviously, I will never divulge details because it's an honor and a privilege, and I think we keep that private. But the conversation was really for the future, for building, and he was very interested in understanding how I was treated, the fact that I was kept in solitary confinement under the care of Warden Kelly over at FCI Ferreton, a person who I think should be nowhere near a federal facility of any kind. I wouldn't let her run a janitorial staff because she's inadequate. She's a vindictive human being. She's not a good person. She's not rehabilitating the inmates. And I talked a great deal about that with the president. I told him I want to get involved with prison reform, and I want to be a part of the team for America. This isn't about red or blue or right or left. It's about America, fixing and healing Americans who deserve a second chance, obviously. And I think it would be a great future and a path for me having experienced this. And he was receptive to it. And again, I don't know what the future holds, but I know that I'm willing, and I am going to dedicate the rest of my life to showing, not talking, about how good can come from a second chance.
What do you say to people that say, George, you didn't deserve this, you made a lot of mistakes, you lied about a lot of things? What do you have to say to them?
Look, I'm sorry. I'm an imperfect, I'm a sinning man, human being. I have done such silly things. I have said such silly things. I have made very poor choices. And the only way for me to rebuild is if I look forward and start rebuilding my life so people can see that I truly am repentant, that I truly want to have a different outcome, because I can't start over, but I can change the ending of the book that is my life. And that's the goal here. And I want to say thank you to President Trump. I want to say sorry for anybody that I might have hurt, anybody I crossed paths, the constituents of the 3rd District of New York, who I had no intention of hurting at all. It was the honor of a lifetime to represent them in Congress, and to my voters and donors and supporters, friends and family. It's a profound sorry, and I hope that with this second chance, you will give me the opportunity to see what good will come from it.
George Santos, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you.
Thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.